This is the first video that I've ever done in attempts to upload to the internet. So I thought I'd choose a topic that I'm somewhat familiar with. As a physical therapist and basketball coach, I have a strong interest in motor learning. So I thought I'd talk about the 3 stages of motor learning. Whenever we learn a new task, we have 3 stages that we describe the progression of the activity or movement. So whether you're learning how to play darts, learning how to do a left-handed layup, you're going to have these 3 stages. You're going to go through these 3 stages. The first stage is what we call the cognitive phase. During the cognitive phase, we're just getting the idea of the movement or the activity. We might be learning the terminology. We might be observing and just, again, getting the idea of what we're supposed to do during this activity or during this task. The second phase is called the associative phase, and we start to make associations with when we do something. And we make an association with when I push the ball this way, this happens. When I move my body a certain way, this happens. When I jump and move my arm up in the air this way, this happens. So with regards to that left-hand layup. The third stage of learning is called the autonomous stage. And like it sounds, it's an automatic stage. So you've progressed through the stages to the point where now you can do the activity really without thinking about it. So you can go up and do that left-handed layup without thinking. You've mastered it at this point. It's now become automatic. To the point that you could do that left-hand layup while doing a secondary activity, such as even answering math problems, such as, say, 3 times 5, 4 times 6, things like that, you certainly wouldn't have been able to do in the cognitive phase nor in the associative phase. You wouldn't have been able to do that, what we call dual task activity. It would have been too complex. You didn't know the activity or hadn't performed it enough yet to be able to master doing both activities. But once something becomes autonomous, you can easily do that activity while doing something else that you know as well. Saying the alphabet, those types of things. Another example with that left-handed layup would be being able to do the left-handed layup and be going through contact, having somebody touching you, hitting you, having a contact with a pad, or even sometimes we'll use foam noodles when kids are going up for a layup and give them that secondary input, so that now they're not just doing this left-handed layup, they've mastered that. Now we're giving them another input of difficulty, challenging them in that way. So again, the 3 stages are the cognitive phase, the initial stage. We're getting the idea of the movement. The second stage is the associative stage. We start to make associations with our activity. And then the third phase is the autonomous phase, where we have become automatic with the skill and at a mastery level.